All right, I'm going to make this. I just want you to hear the song that Chuck and I wrote together real quick, okay? I've been meaning to do this, and it's really hard to get.
My charts on tablet.
I got it, baby. It's hard to do that when there's children around, but I'm going to be en route, and the only way I can share this is to play it through my iPad because it was just something Chuck sent to me. And I just want to share it with you guys because it was part of a bucket list, which I'll explain to you after you listen. Now I don't want to play.
Do not play.
Yeah.
I kept doing that for myself.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to this. I'm technically challenged. There we go. I remember watching you, staring at your reflection in the mirror, playing with your hair, and talking to yourself. You seem so insecure, wanting so bad to be loved, wanting what you lost, and feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, real man. Oh, you wanna be like you. I remember laying on the grass, looking up at the stars, and you were seeing things that no one else sees but you. And then you turn to me. I see pain written clearly on your face, and I wonder how someone like you could do this to yourself. Only a man. Only I wanna be like you. Only a man. crying out alone. When you're standing in the rain, now don't look so afraid. Somebody cares what you do. I will teach you to be strong. When the pain comes to like a knife, only a man. I only wanna be like you. Only a no one can tell your tears from the rain. When will you ever let go of your pain? Only a man. I only wanna be like you. Only a So, Chuck approached me about a little over a year ago, and he said, I want to work on and record the songs that we wrote together, 20 some years ago. And I said, Chuck, I haven't performed in a long time. I can't even hit those notes like I used to. And he was like, yes, you can. And that's the type of person that Chuck was. He never gave up, and he can see the potential. He was like, no, you can do this, Carla. And I would go there, and he would say, don't push yourself. Just do what you can do. And there were times that I would crack so bad, and you could hear it. I'd be all over the place. And he was just like, it's okay. We'll not do this. We'll not finish up today, and you'll come back in a couple weeks. And is always trying to help me. Always trying to do whatever he could to help me. Chuck was a perfectionist also. So the reason that this song hasn't been produced yet is because he wasn't happy with it. And, me, I was happy with it. I also knew what it took for me to do what you just heard. But I love Chuck. And it's hard for me to even think that he's gone. Because, there's so many times in our lives that we don't, we're not in touch with each other. And I mean this for everybody, And so when he approached me, he was like, this is part of my bucket list. I want to get this done. And I just thought we had more time. And we always say that. We got a lot of time, Carla. We got a lot of time, don't worry. And I just wasn't ready for that. He just brought all of his music, his guitar and amp and mics and stuff. He brought it to my ex-husband's celebration of life, which we just had. The girls just lost their dad, and he brought all that. He didn't know Ed very well, but through me, but he definitely knew all of the stories of Ed, and he's such a kind person. He just wanted to share what he could and just be there for me. I mean, and be there for everybody. My heart goes out to Chuck's family, because, I can't imagine what they're missing. Chuck had a stroke quite a few years ago, and I feel like something changed in him then. It's like his focus, and I guess who wouldn't, change their focus in life, after something like that. And it was just so obvious. We talked about the Anunnaki together. And he knew all about it, I mean, I'm going to miss you so much, Chuck, and I'm just sorry that we didn't get more time to accomplish these goals that you had. But I will tell you that song that I just played for you, that song I wrote when I was like 16, and it was for another friend of mine that is no longer with us. And Chuck knew that story, and he was so affected by that story. He knew what the song meant. I mean, Chuck, that's a great accomplishment. I also took video the day that I heard that he had passed, because my daughter had called me, and then I get into the car to head to her home, not even 15 minutes after she had called me to tell me that Chuck had passed, which again, I couldn't deal. I get into the car and I turn on my car, and of course the radio had been left on from previously being in the car, and the intro to Freebird was playing on 107.7. Now, anybody that knows Chuck knows what that song meant to him. He associated that with Craig, a drummer we had who passed many years ago. And of course the song is about being free and as a bird now. And I knew Chuck wanted to make sure that I knew. And of course he used music. Of course he did. So this is my tribute to you, Chuck. You definitely impacted my life, my friend. So much. And I will never forget you, and you always have a place in my heart. I love you, my friend.